Hey, everybody, this is Boomy Moore, one of the top leaders from Laura Global, and I'm here today with our VP of Marketing, Mr. Jake Baum.
Hey
Once
guys.
Thank you, Jake, for being here with us today. So, today we're going to be not only sharing the LG lifestyle presentation, I'll be going through the slides, but I said, Jake, you're the expert, you know more than me. Can you come on into the room so I can ask you some questions as we go along, just to help people to really get more clarity about this awesome platform that we have that you absolutely can't miss. So be sure to share this with your team members and prospects as well, so they can see just how amazing this platform is to help them with their wealth wellness and how simple it is to get started. So, Jake, I love this slide that you started with because it just exemplifies just like freedom. And as the
Yeah.
word says, lifestyle, doing what you want to do when you want to do it. And you've often said about we're just not a wellness company, we're a lifestyle company. Can you speak to that for a moment?
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, this picture embodies a lifestyle, but the cool thing is you're not alone,
Mhm.
right? And we don't want you to have to do all these things, especially build a business alone. And when you have these really cool things like this LG lifestyle digital membership, you can basically travel the world and have fun with your friends and with your family. And that's kind of what the digital aspect of LG Lifestyle is. Yes, we have some nutritional products that support everything. So if you want to get more fit or look a lot better for your vacation, we have products that do that. We have products that are affordable and they really, really work. We have a ton of testimonials, and those are some that you can find on Facebook and on our website as well.
Yes. And that's what really drew me to the company, because when I first started, there was no LG lifestyle, and our health is our first
Mhm.
wealth. But then we say, just don't have your body well and your bank account be sick. Get some financial healing too. And so
Yeah.
now we can help people literally all over the world to experience what we call elevating your money. We'll get to that slide, but now people all over the world, we're available in every market. This is so exciting. So, Jake, every market, like, is there any country who can't sign up with us?
Nope. That's the cool thing about digital products is boundaries are no longer a thing, right? Where you talk about nutritional products, you have to ship products, right? And it takes time, and certain products have to be registered so that they're accepted in the country, which is totally fine, and we're willing to do that. But what's awesome is you can get started today, and you can get started within the next 30 minutes because of how easy the onboarding is. And again, digital products, right? So once you buy it, you get an email, and then it gives you the instructions on how you get started. So it's really cool because if I have, a friend in, say, Africa, for example, right, or even Australia, I could send them a link. They can, take a look at this presentation if they are, and then get started right away. So that's the power of the digital products. And yes, we are available everywhere.
Yes, I'm telling you, I really love that. So, if you are a part of our team already, or if you're looking, I really want you to think bigger. Just this should allow you to think more expansively and understand that now you have the ability to make more money. People were excited before about just the wellness products and the earning potential there and becoming a millionaire or experiencing financial freedom, but how much more so now that we are global. And as
Hmm.
Jake said, it doesn't matter if you're in China, if you're in South America, or if you're in the continent of Africa, or wherever you are around the world, or Europe. Now you can get started today. That's
Right.
the awesome thing. So you don't have to wait for shipping, customs, registration, all of that. So get excited, get signed up, get this membership, and get your people sharing this. Let's go. Let's get started
Right.
today. And let
And
me go
actually,
back.
Boomy, oh, okay, I was just going to say, can you go back? I actually want to
Yeah.
spend a second on this. Everyone spends money, everyone wants to save money, and everyone wants to make more money, right? If you think about it, like I'm sitting in a room, you're sitting in a room. If we never left this room, we would still be spending money, right?
Mhm.
Because we have rent, we have, we need water, we need to pay for all these things to just be living, right? So the cool thing about these digital products is we actually help you spend money but get cash back, right? So you're spending less money. And we have really cool ways of helping you make more money just through a phone or a laptop like that's in this picture. So if you
Yeah.
have a phone or a laptop, these products are available to you and you can leverage this instantly. So there's power in that. And again, like all of us are spending money. So, right. So why wouldn't you want to do that efficiently and save more and make more as well?
Because a penny saved is a penny earned. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that cash back. And again, that is another picture that I love. I'm about to go on vacation. I'll have my laptop or my phone or both, and I'll be able to make money while I'm on vacation just with my mobile phone from what we're doing. Because believe me, I'm going to be sharing this as well from where I am. So that's exciting. Now, here we have an example of what we get with our digital product, and something that you did recently was to lower the price point so that it was more accessible to everyone. So if you're already in the business and you go into your back office, you'll see that there are some choices that are in the thousands of dollars for the membership because people are prepaying for a whole year. There may be prepaying to upgrade to a certain type of status symbol card or a certain amount of spin rewards that they want to get in their percentage cash back. But we wanted something where everyone, no matter where they were, could say yes, no barrier to entry. So Jake, tell us about the two options that are here on the screen.
Absolutely. And I'll start with what Boomy just said is these are affordable products. And if you think about any other company, whether it's a capital firm or someone who possibly has like, hey, a trading solution or a way for you to make money, most of the time that requires you to have intensive capital, right? And when we're talking intensive capital, that means like $100,000 or more before anybody will even talk to you, right? That's let alone getting your money to work for you. Okay. So how many people in the world have $100,000, right, just sitting around? Not enough to make to where this product's going to work, right? So what we wanted to do was take that really capital intensive and be able to simplify it to where, like it says at the bottom of the screen, even $1,000, right? You could get it set up for $1,000 or $250, and it's only a small $50 subscription. So you can take advantage of people who are super wealthy and use those same strategies that they're using to leverage their money, right? And
Yeah.
so with something simple as a $50 subscription to what we're going to talk about here in just a second, of a forex broadcasting platform that allows you to take advantage of these things that some of the high wealth individuals have, but you don't have to learn all this intensive knowledge, right? You can just simply plug into something that we've already built for you, and like Boomy was saying, you can start traveling, you can start doing all these things, and you're making money while you're doing these things, right? You're not spending all these extra man hours like learning different things. So that's what's really cool about these programs in of themselves. So we have the $50 bit basic, the bit pro is $99, and the reason for it is because you're actually getting a lot more out of that. A couple of things that you're getting more of is green pad qualification, and we'll talk about these 2x2 and these 4x4 bonuses, but these are bonuses within our network marketing commission plan that actually helps you make money as well. So you're going to qualify for some of those bonuses. You're going to get a virtual wallet with both of these. That means you'll have a card number, you have a personal bank that you could send and transfer money to. And with the Bit Pro, as an example, you have a 2% cash back with just this virtual spending. You don't get that with the Bit Basic because that's just a starter level pack. But what you do get is you get the trade signals, and you can get the 2 pair or the 4 pair with Bit Pro, and you will actually get more out of using the 4 pair. So as you can see, there's a 6% estimated return with the Bit Basic, a 9% with the Bit Pro, and we have results to prove this. That's, I think, the best part, right? As these aren't just numbers that we just made up, as we have a track record that shows you the results that we can produce time and time again. Plus, we have the low minimums, and you can see there it says USD or bits, because Bitcoin is becoming more and more popular, and we'll talk about that more as we go along in this presentation. But then the other thing that you get, I know there's more, is
Right.
you get access to our I Love Cheap Travel booking engine, which allows you to save up to 65% or more on your booking accommodations. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. So it's a full suite of digital products that you can start taking advantage of today.
Yes. Well, I've got to be honest with you because when I first heard about this, like the idea seemed really good, but I didn't really come into it because I was like, oh, I don't know about Forex. I don't, I can't really grasp that concept. I don't really have time to learn. So maybe that's not for me.
Hmm.
And so if you're thinking like that, let me tell you, Jake opened my eyes and he said, no, that's perfect. If you don't know, you're the perfect type of person for this product because this is hands off, hands free trading. Like the service will broadcast the trades into your account. And I'm like, oh,
Yep.
is that what I'm paying for? Somebody else to be the expert and I don't have to. So I said, okay, I need to revisit that. And so I'm so glad that I did. We're going to come to a similar slide again. But what I want you all to really understand is you're going to have these two options. There will be others, but most people will start for the $49.95 or the $99.95. The average person will choose the 99, and you'll find out why as we go along. But as Jake was saying, there are benefits to the 99 that you don't get at the 49 level. Now, Jake, let me talk about one of those benefits where it says 2 pairs versus 4 pairs. Like I was like,
Hmm.
well, what are pairs when you first said it? Why would I want 4 pairs over 2 pairs? Two
Right.
pairs of what? Can you explain that?
Right. So if you're familiar with Forex trading, every trade is a pair. So if we think of let's say I'm in the US right now and I go to, um, say, Europe, or I'm specifically the UK, right? They use the British pound. So if I ever wanted to convert my US dollars to the British pound, that's a pair, right? Same thing with, say, the Canadian dollar. The USD has a Canadian dollar pair, and you can trade those, right? Like if a dollar has more in value and the Canadian dollar has less, or vice versa, you're able to swap those and profit off of them. Okay. And so when we're trading a pair to either go up or down, that's how the product profits. So a two pair would be like the US dollar and the CAD, the Canadian dollar, and then like the US and the New Zealand dollar, right? So the USD, CAD, USD, New Zealand dollar, that's 2 pairs. And then we have 4 pairs. So that's what the difference between 2 pairs and 4 pairs. 4 pairs allows you to leverage more. Where we have basically a higher account minimum because there are more pairs that you're trading, right? So instead of trading like say 2 stocks, you're trading 4 stocks, right? So you need more capital to be able to execute those trades. And so that's how the system would work, and that's what the pairs mean to the
Okay.
Broadcast Pro.
And does trading more pairs allow you to make more money?
True, it
Trade-
does. Yep, and we can show that to you. Yep, and that's why you see the difference between a 6% estimated monthly return versus a 9%.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome. Well, let's go on to the next slide and talk about us elevating our money. Being in network marketing, there are several reasons most people join. I say it's for hope and opportunity. There's something that your job isn't giving you, that life isn't giving you financially, that when you look at this industry, there's a vision and a hope like, yes, here's my chance. No one's stopping me. It's all about what's inside of me. And you can build a team and it's all about your own efforts. But here, what I love is this isn't about building a team. It isn't about getting good as far as the trading part goes. It's hands off forex trading that allows our money to make money. I'm so excited about that. So while you're sleeping, while you're vacationing, while you're with family, your money can work harder than you do. Jake, go ahead and talk about the leverage part of that.
Yeah. And so the cool thing that you're able to access is you put some funds into these accounts. And like Boomy was saying, they're broadcasted for you. So you can wake up in the morning and you can say make $20. And the cool thing is we actually have a Facebook group where people can post the results. So you can see it working for not just you, but for other people as well. And because Forex is so large, because every country has their own currency, right? There's multiple pairs, like we just talked about pairs, right? There's multiple pairs, there's multiple currencies that are being swapped hands every single day, right? I think it's like 5 billion a day in Forex, which is huge, right? And then you talk about the $2 billion, the $2 trillion cap. Actually, I think it's 5 trillion, sorry. But then now cryptocurrency has over $1 trillion valuation, right? And cryptocurrencies are becoming more and more popular. Bitcoin's being accepted in more places. There's a couple countries that it's now accepted as the legal tender. So that means it's not going away, even though right now it is having a slight downturn as far as like the value of it. But the cool thing about that is it's in a better opportunity when you're talking about risk, right? This here, it says limited risk. Would you rather buy something, let's say a product was $100, right? Or you could buy something that's $50, but you know it's worth $100. Wouldn't you rather buy it $50 versus $100? Because if for some reason it did drop a little bit, right, your risk is less, right? You had to put less money, you had to put $50 versus $100. So when you're elevating your money and you're allowing your money to work for you in the cryptocurrency market, your dollar cost averaging, DCA, which means that even if you bought at $100, right, you could buy again at 75 and you could buy again at 50, and the average of those two is less than $100, right? So you're actually in a better place than someone who put all their money in at $100, right? So when we talk about these different markets that you can access as far as the forex and the cryptocurrency markets, there's no better time than right now, and there's no better way to accumulate more of Bitcoin or of more, USD than right now, and to do it with limited risk.
Yes. Oh man, I love everything that you talk about there. Limited risk, people love that because people have been losing lots of money in programs that are not legitimate. And that's one of the things I love about this. This is real. You own and control your money at all times. Nobody can run off with your funds. No one has access to them. So there are just so many safety parameters here. You can feel very, very good sharing this with other people. So do you want to elevate your money? Well, you would be crazy if you said no. I
Right.
know the answer is yes. So LG Lifestyle is an awesome way to do that. Now let's talk about this wallet. There's been a little misunderstanding. I heard you say this is part of the membership. There's this awesome
Mhm.
wallet that gives you ability to do so much, and people are like, no, that's not included. But yes, it is included, even though they may have virtual access to the debit card that goes with it, a virtual number. They still, everyone who has a membership still has the Savvy wallet. Is that correct?
That's correct. So these screenshots of the app, the Savvy app, you'll have access to with your virtual wallet, right? And so the same, basically the virtual wallet and the virtual card are essentially the same, right? They're tied together. The only difference is like the wallet wouldn't give you basically a card number, right? So that's where the card comes in play. So it gives you a number with an expiration date and a CVV so that you can pay for purchases online, right? You could pay for a subscription with, say, your Bit Pro or your nutritional products through LG. So they are the same. And yes, the Bit Pro and the Bit Basic all include a virtual wallet.
Gotcha. So tell us a little bit about this Savvy wallet here. Like, what will people be able to do within the wallet? Why is it better than per se like Coinbase wallet or something like that?
Right. So the thing that's really cool about this is one, it does act as a personal private bank, right? So we think of Chase Bank, one of the largest banks in the world, or a local credit union, right? You have an account number, you have a routing number where you can move funds. The thing that's different about those is you can't also hold cryptocurrencies, right? And that's why some people like Coinbase, but you still need a bank to then transfer money in, right? You can't just you can wire and use those things, but the other thing that they don't have is a excuse me, not a credit card, but a debit card that's tied to this so that you can transact and spend cryptocurrencies or just fiat currencies, and you're earning way more cash back than you would with any other debit card, up to 7% in cash back. So it makes sense to use this and facilitate all your financial needs. Plus, we have the cheapest transaction fees as far as moving from one currency to the other, from a crypto to a fiat, way less than Coinbase is.
Gotcha. So low fees. It acts as an actual bank account if a person wants it to. There's savings here. And also, let me ask you this question. Does a person have to use it or is it an option? So if they're trading, the trades are being done in their
Mhm.
brokerage account.
Right.
Can
Yep. So
they leave
you're
their funds there or do they have to move them to a wallet?
So you do not have to use the wallet. It's totally optional, but we would encourage people, and we think it makes sense because you're earning such a high level of cash back that you would want to have that wallet. So if you do make profits, then you would then send it to your wallet and then spend it on groceries, on rent, or whatever it is, so that you get more money back. So it's just a smarter way to spend, really.
Gotcha. So if a person, let's say if they're accumulating, and they say, "Oh, I want to use some of these profits this month to treat myself to something or whatever," then that card would allow them, whether it's virtual or real, would allow them to purchase the items of their choice, and then they can receive cash back for those purchases, as
Yep,
long as they're at the
exactly.
Bit Pro or higher level. Bit
Right.
Pro or higher level. So if a person, let's say they're not spending, but they're making their 9% per month, what would be a reason that they would want to put some of that money into the wallet if they're not going to spend?
If they're not going to spend, I would use it for if you're purchasing cryptocurrencies or even just moving your cryptocurrencies,
Mhm.
or even just sending money to friends, right? Like a lot of us use Cash App, Venmo, or even PayPal. You could use the same features, peer-to-peer transfers that are totally free. And if you actually have Bitcoin, you can send those for free to a savvy user. If they also have a savvy wallet, where if you use a Coinbase or a MetaMask or something like that, there's fees involved.
Gotcha. Okay, so you can transfer money peer to peer without fees.
Correct.
Wow, that's awesome. And also, if I want to accumulate crypto, I funded my trading account. I'm making my returns each month. And I said, oh, I want to really get into the cryptocurrency space. Then I could purchase cryptocurrency in the Savvy wallet.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. At fees that are at rates that are typically lower than other exchanges.
Right. Yep.
Okay. All right. Hope you heard that, guys. We had to go slow and break it down because that's a part that people weren't too sure and that we understand, especially when it's new to people, Jake. Like some terminologies that you may be used to saying, I may be used to saying, will go over people's heads, and we appreciate you coming back, continuing to be on the Zooms that are happening twice a month. If you're watching this in May, it's not twice a month, twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, as well as the recorded presentations that are on the company's YouTube site. So keep watching and you'll keep learning. So again, the wallet, bridging the gap between fiat and crypto. So Jake went over those bullet points. Basically, I don't even know if you can see them, Jake. They're a little hard for me to
Yeah, the
see there.
little grayed out, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can see them. So the other thing that we hadn't really touched on, but we've talked about a debit card, but it's a Visa partnered debit card.
Mm,
So the fact that we're able to partner with Visa, which is a process in of itself, is really cool because anywhere that Visa is accepted, anywhere, and you can also tie this to your Google Pay app, Apple Pay, right? You can use your phone, and you can spend, right? And so that is a level of accessibility that some of these other providers aren't able to offer, considering the cash back, right? The free peer-to-peer transfers, the daily load limits are way exceed any other card that's available, especially when you are talking about a crypto debit card, right? And then ACH and wires in and out of the your private bank, which is the Savvy wallet. So some really awesome features that you can take advantage of, especially for people who aren't able to, say, apply for a credit card or aren't able to get a bank account, right? If for some reason, you were able, shut off, or, you're just in a country where it's just hard for you to do, you just pass the KYC process, which is very simple, takes less than 5 minutes, and then you can be up and running.
gotcha. So KYC is know your customer,
No,
and that's
yep,
basically just verifying who you are with your identity, right?
right.
Your
Making sure you're a real person.
Yes. Okay. KYC, know your customer. So a couple bullet points. Someone today was like, wow, 30,000 daily load limit. That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
That look, it would be great to be able to need that.
Right. And
Let's
that's why we have Broadcast Pro, right? You need money
yes,
to
let's
spend money.
get there. Let's get there. And then up to $1,000 daily cash withdrawal limit. So
Mhm.
up to $1,000 a day in actual cash you can withdraw. Um, let's see, you already talked about how I mean, you just use this like you use your debit or credit card at over 53 million merchants worldwide. So lots of different benefits to having and using the Savvy Wallet. Again, this comes with our LG Lifestyle membership, whether you have the Bit Pro or whether you have the Bit Basic. With the Pro, though, you get 2% cash back. Here with the Bit Basic, there is no cash back. So again, that's another reason why you would want the Pro. Also included in the lifestyle, LG Lifestyle membership would be I Love Cheap Travel. So this just gives it more value. So tell us about the travel program.
Yeah, first and foremost, I mean, it took a lot to put together, right? Like millions of dollars spent to
Yeah.
get partnerships that were just like Expedia, actually the same properties. Sorry, I shouldn't say just like, the exact same properties that Expedia and hotels.com offer. And the cool thing is, people were spending thousands of dollars just to have access to this booking engine, and it's included with your membership. So that's
Wow.
one perk. The other thing is you have over 1 million different properties worldwide. So that's premium brands, which we actually have a couple that we're going to show you here in just a second. So you can stay in luxury for half the price. And that this is a
Mhm.
member only perk that you get with LG Lifestyle, which is also really cool. And just to drop some knowledge, there's a thing called the Rate Parity Law, which means if there's a Marriott property, for example, and it's $100 a night, Expedia could never charge lower than $100 a night, right? So they have to have the same rate. The cool thing about this being behind a membership is we're able to drop that significantly. Sometimes it's even cheaper than like Marriott directly, which is kind of crazy, and don't tell, it's kind of a
Mhm.
secret. But that's because we have a membership and we're password protected. We're actually able to get behind the rate parity law when we use the same aggregator. So you're getting the same properties, but for less. So there's really no reason that you shouldn't book through this website, this
Guys,
booking engine.
this is huge. I want to stay on this for a second because I think people kind of miss the value in this. But did you hear what Jake said? Millions of dollars were spent in getting this together. If it was just, oh, just something they got for free just to throw it in,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have spent millions of dollars. So this means it is something that you want to really see as a lot of value because it has a lot of value and you want to use it. So if you're already on the team, like make it a point to use I Love Cheap Travel and use it as a testimony when we start getting out and saying, hey, I went to here, I went there, and here's the normal price, but here's what I got it for, and you even make videos showing that. Man, this is just going
Yeah.
to, I mean, really, if you use this every month, what you're going to save is going to far outweigh what the membership costs. So just this alone, guys, coupled with the broadcasting, I mean, we're probably getting paying like I don't know a third of what we should be paying,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
that's awesome. So talk to us about these examples here.
Yeah. So the reason we picked these examples is one, it's a five-star hotel in London, England, right? Like a lot of people want to go to London, a lot of people want to go to Europe, right? It's a great place to travel. And this is a five-star hotel, and the internet rate is $1,900, right? Most of us probably aren't going to spend $1,900, but this just goes to show that one, we have the properties available, right?
Mhm.
That are incredible. And this is the value. You can save $1,200 a night, right? So now it dropped from incredibly unreasonable to actually kind of reasonable, right? So $700 a night is our rate. But if you stayed 3 nights, which the average traveler does, you're saving $3,600, right? That's more than the membership for each $99 a month would cost, right? So there's huge, huge savings here. And actually, I just thought of this funny story that someone's actually done this. Is they haven't stayed here, but they would host opportunity meetings in penthouses in Las Vegas by
Mhm.
booking through this booking engine. And
Wow.
I didn't think about it till just barely. I thought it was awesome. I remember we had someone call up and it was like, "Hey, I just had like 20 people in a penthouse in Vegas," and I said, "Hey, don't you guys want to stay at a penthouse like this?" And they go, "Cool, yeah." And then he just brought up the website, right, and showed some rates and goes, "I just booked it through this company. You should be a part of it. This is how powerful it is." So people were sitting in a room that someone had saved like a couple $100 a night and did an opportunity meeting, and I thought that was so cool. So
Oh
it's
man.
proof in the actual product, right?
Well, I'm about to go on vacation and I'm actually going to look up some of the properties um, in the area and see if any of them are a part of this platform and actually go there and check them out. So that'll be cool. And
Awesome.
when I get back, I'm going to start absolutely using this. Here's another example from Hawaii Internet,
Hawaii,
$706. Our rate, 396, saving $309 per night. That's
right?
awesome. That's awesome.
And Boomy, you're going to Hawaii, right?
Yes, absolutely.
How many nights are you staying?
I'm staying 5 nights.
5 nights. Look, if you would have used the booking engine, if it was available when you had booked, you would have been saving $1,500,
$100. That's awesome.
right? Isn't that crazy?
Like everything else, guys, we got to be a product of the product. So get excited about the travel portion, right? That's part of the lifestyle. So you travel and save money while you're doing it because you have the Bit Pro membership. So let's talk about Broadcast Pro, because this is what has driven most people here. They heard there was a way to get 6 to 9% per month. Of course, we cannot guarantee that. We always give the disclaimer that past performance is no promise of future results, but we go on what has happened in the past and we show you that. And again, earn money from anywhere using your phone. You do have one of these, don't you? Everybody does around the world, no matter what income levels. Most people have phones. And so I'm excited that Jake was like, okay, Boomy, no, you don't have to be the expert. You don't have to read charts. You don't have to learn. Just like set it up one time, set it and forget it, and let the experts broadcast the trades into your account. And I was like, I can get with that. All right. So tell us more about Broadcast Pro.
Yeah, so you can take advantage of these entry points and the parameters that are set for you because of the probably the biggest issue with any type of trading or solution like this is that people use, and even if you're just manual trades, right, people will get too greedy and they'll over leverage or they'll use these crazy multipliers because they were promised 20% returns, right? So what, 1 month they'll get 20% returns and they'll go, oh my god, that was awesome. Like, if I just did this, which was leverage a little bit more, then I'll make 40%, right? But the
Mhm.
thing that they don't know is that increases your risk dramatically, right? So even if the trade really doesn't go against you, but it drops a little bit, which would be a normal stop loss, you get liquidated and you're deleveraged, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, what just happened to all my funds? And that's with some of these, and people have a lot of experience with it, right? Like,
Mm.
and I know people that are probably watching this is like, oh crap, yeah, that happened to me. How'd you know, right? It happens to a lot more people than we would hope. The cool thing about this is we don't allow that, right? We don't allow more than a 0.5% multiplier. We set the defaults for you, set the parameters, show you where to take entries in, where to take profit, and where to set the stop losses. That's like key, right? So our strategies aren't martingale. They're nothing crazy where we're like constantly, adding to a losing position. That doesn't happen, right? Because that just ends in catastrophe. So that's how we're able to generate consistent 6% reward returns, or 9%, right? And that is conservative, right? It's funny to think that 6 and 9% are actually conservative, but when you're looking at it for the long run, it's awesome. I'd rather be more conservative and that we're going to be around for 5 years versus give someone 20% 1 month and then we're gone the next.
Yes, yes, yes. And as you said, so many people, I mean, I can think about a lot of people since 2020, especially, and they were trying to do, quick money programs, scams, 2, 3% a day. And oh, they got enticed with the big money fast, and then all of a sudden gone. Somebody ran away with
Right.
the money, the program was gone. Guys, our company has been here for years. We wouldn't jeopardize anything. This is real. This is legit. This is so awesome. And I hope you are excited about what it can do for you to elevate your money, but also sharing this with other people. So,
Yep.
all right. So let me go through these points. Trading signals broadcasted directly into your MetaTrader 4 brokerage account. So MetaTrader 4, most of the people I talk to, like, they've never heard that term before. So when you say MetaTrader 4, that is a brokerage account where X is traded, what foreign currency is traded. Is that correct?
Right. So the broker account is where you'll hold your funds, and then you'll connect to the MetaTrader, which is where it then executes the trades. So a little bit different. So the broker is the one where you hold your funds in, and those you have all the usernames, passwords, everything for you. And then everybody will create a MetaTrader account, and that's just where you'll able to be executing these trades.
Okay. So, for example, since I'm trading in bits, trader's domain, what type
Right.
of account is that?
So that would just be a broker account. Yep.
That's a
And then you just
broker.
connect it to your MetaTrader. So then now your brokerage account is connected. So then you can execute those trades in bits.
Okay. So, if I'm trading my Bitcoin, do I need to have the trader's domain set up and then separately set up a MetaTrader for as well?
Correct.
So it's two different things I need to set up. Okay.
Correct.
All right. So 3 to 4 key trading signals per day. So is there anything that the customer has to do to set these trades up?
Nope. So we'll actually show this in a later slide of the steps that you need to do. So first step is fund your account. So
Mhm.
fund a broker account, set up a MetaTrader, right? So those are connected so that you have that broker account signed in with your MetaTrader. And then you take your MetaTrader information and then you connect it to the Broadcast Pro. Once you've done that, then trades will be broadcasted into your MetaTrader account, and you can take screenshots, you can do whatever you want, you can post into our group during the day, and those are the 3 to 4 to 7, depending on the day, signals that will then be broadcasted and taken in your account. And then because the funds are in your broker account, you can withdraw a profit or do whatever you want at any time.
Gotcha. So there are step-by-step directions. There are videos, so you can look and see how the setup process goes. There are PDFs, and then when people like me, other leaders in the company, your sponsors, once they do it themselves and they understand, then you can reach out to others for help as well. But if you take it slow, go step by step, ask a few questions as you go along, you absolutely should be fine. So it's not hard, but I understand that if you haven't been in this world, some things you may not be sure of, but it's pretty simple, and we're always here to help you. So again, getting excited about this 6% per month, 6 to 9% per month. Guys, I love referring to the rule of 72, which says if you want to find out how long it takes for your money to double, you take the rate of return that you're getting and divide that into 72. And just to give you some perspective here, I mean, if you were getting 1% in your savings account at the bank, which you're not getting 1%. I think I saw something the other day and they were saying 0.25. It was like so ridiculous. But and that was annually, right? So
Yeah.
six goes into 72 12 times. So if you're getting 6% per month, your money is doubling every 12 months or every year. If you're getting 1% a year at the bank, your money's doubling every 72 years, because one goes into 72 times. So just think about that. Would you want your money to double every 72 years, which we don't have that time left, or every year? It's like, go figure. You'll never
Right.
get these types of rates of returns where, in traditional places like your bank, we know it's just not happening. So I love that we now have access. We can leverage the traders who for years and years and years, decades, they've been doing this. It's not like all of a sudden this is something new as far as trading. It's just new, you being able to benefit as if you were one without really being one with today's technology. So that's exciting. Then at 9% per month, your money would be doubling on average about every 8 months. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Now, let's talk about funding your account, because you can fund your
Mhm.
account in USD, or which is United States dollar, or you can fund it with Bitcoin. Now,
Right.
this is the minimum account size, guys. This isn't saying this is what you should do. This is just what you have to do, the minimum that you have to do. And understand that if you fund your account with Bitcoin and you put in $500 and then Bitcoin goes down, then you're not going to have $500 in Bitcoin anymore. So just have to take into account those things. Also, if you want to make enough profit so that you're covering your membership, then you just have to do the math and make sure that you fund it with enough. I had a gentleman, Jake, last night who is cashed in a CD, and he wants to put in 10,000 into his account. So his question was, can he wire the 10,000 into his Savvy wallet, purchase Bitcoin in his Savvy wallet, and then use that and then send it to the trader's domain from.
Trader's domain. Yep. Yeah, that'd be the best way to do it.
Gotcha. Okay. So if you have cash that you want to turn into Bitcoin because you want to trade to earn more Bitcoin, then you can do that. You can wire the funds into the Savvy wallet and then from there purchase your Bitcoin. So where would they find the information for, I guess, like the wiring instructions that they would need?
So that would be within the wallet itself. So
Okay.
the Savvy wallet, so that they will be able to get the wire information and then take that to their bank.
Okay. And I haven't accessed the wallet yet. So when a person purchases the membership, like where do we actually go to get access? Is that something that's emailed to us or what?
Right. So the Savvy team will get a notification that one of our LG users has purchased that, and they'll get sent an email where they can download the app or use the desktop to start, setting up their profile. And we just added the ops manual, basically everything you need to know within the app, within the back office. So that's now available. So if you have any questions on resetting a password, to wire, to fund to be via ACH, to swap, to send from peer to peer, everything is in that manual, so you can go through, and it has screenshots. Every single step has screenshots. So if you
Mhm.
ever get hung up, you can just refer to that manual and it will walk you through so that you can get to that end solution.
Gotcha, gotcha. And that's in our Laura Global back office.
Correct. Yep, it's just called the Lura Global Savvy Ops Manual.
Is that in the resource library?
Right.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right, learning more information. All right, well, results don't lie. Talk to us about
Yeah.
previous results.
Yeah, so this is an awesome way for us to show a track record of the actual trades that have been happening over the course of almost 2 years. So this particular screenshot was taken with 536 days of data that these trades have been going on, starting with $10,000, and now it's well over $30,000. This was taken a week ago. So the cool thing about this is you have access to this. This isn't a link that we hide. It's totally public, and we're so confident in it that when you go to purchase this, in the description of the Bit Pro or the Bit Basic, we actually have a link to this exact account so that you can see where it stands for that day. So you can see the trades that we're taking, and that will also be coincided within your account. And so you can kind of track the performance of our account.
Wait a minute. That went over my head. Are you saying that there is a link so we can see what the up to date like
Yep.
day what's happening with this account? Oh, that is
Yep.
awesome. Okay. And where do we
So
find
that's
that
where
again?
So that's if you go to the shop page, right, and you click on, say, Bit Pro, there's a link that says fxblue.com/, whatever it says. And it's a link to this exact account that we're
Oh,
basically trading with. So it shows you the past performance. You can see everything from the next slides where we have the risk, we have, all the profit, the returns. So this is a live link that you can access and see everything that's going on within our trading account.
I love it. I think about the people who are in network marketing and maybe they have not developed the skills to see significant income. Man, this is for them all day long. Look at that.
Yeah.
The plus 19,000. Some people have been in the industry for 20 years and haven't made $19,000.
Right.
So here again, guys, is about the leverage of experts, leverage of technology, leverage and to elevate your money. Like you didn't have to do anything for this, but get the account funded, hook everything up, and now there's a $19,000 profit over
Right.
500 in some days. Like,
Right.
get
And
excited about that.
it's incredible. Yeah, it's so exciting, and what I think is even cooler than just like the profit is like you look at the time that
Mhm.
this was done, right? We started the account in 2020, right? Everybody knows what happened in that year, and then you think about the other things that have happened in global economic distress, right? With like Russia, all that kind of stuff. We don't even have to get into it, but I don't see a down day, right?
Right.
This chart just keeps going up from the left to the right. So it shows that we're able to profit even through turbulent times.
Yes, yes, awesome. And when we look at this next slide, of course, I mean, everything, nothing goes up vertically forever. There are going to be some losses. You're going to see that in your account, but look at how small they are. I mean, the trade to win percentage is 73. Does that mean that we have been winning 73% of the time?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Wow.
So we're winning 73% of the time. On average, we have a 6% return. Actually,
Mhm.
if you look at that link, we can do it now, or people can go to the page. But this month, it's actually 8%, which I think is awesome, right? So we have the proof. We show exactly what you can expect with real data. And what I even like that I think is even more important than just the win factor is like how much are you going to risk? How much
Mhm.
potentially is your drawdown if a trade does go wrong, right? Because nothing's perfect, right? Obviously, 37% or 27% of the time it's not. But even when you do lose, the peak drawdown is not very high. It's less than a percent, less than a half percent, right? So you can feel good about even if a trade goes the wrong way, we have stop losses in place so that your account won't go from 1,000 to a zero overnight.
Mhm. When you first pointed that out, the risk of ruin is 0%.
Yep.
I'm like, man, that's big because I want to feel good when I'm sharing something with someone. I don't want, even if I risk, I don't want my people to be at risk. But this, I'm just feel so confident and eager to share this with people. So the worst week and the worst day. Explain what that is. Was that just like
Yeah.
13?
So this is like the worst week was, looks like the worst profit was 13 points, where the worst day was 42. So even though that day lost, the week was profitable.
Mhm. Gotcha, gotcha. And the awesome thing is, again, guys, understand, be big women, big boys and girls, as I say. Um, there are going to be times where you may see a loss in your account. It's just what it is. I mean, you're going to have some, but what is the average? What happens overall? That's just, in that trade for that day or whatever.
Right.
So you have to look and see, what is the average over the time, over the month. And so these are great, awesome, awesome results. And so why Broadcast Pro? I'm going to talk about this one. I don't have to read the charts. I don't have to
Yep.
know about candles and a dead cat bounce. You may say, well, how do you know that? Because my son talks about it.
Yep. Don't need to learn.
Right. I don't need to know about that. I don't have to know how to place a trade. Don't have time. Don't want to take time. I want to share about my nutritional products, my detox tea, the black tea, the O2 drops. And that's my first love is that nutrition. And I want to share about the Broadcast Pro as well. Don't have time to go back to school and learn how to be a trader. And everybody that I know, Jake, who even when they start getting into it, they get wrecked. I had a friend who was making so much money in Forex and he went to sleep or he didn't wake up in time at 3 a.m. in the morning to see what was going on and just like lost like $300,000
Yeah.
that fast. So, yeah,
It
guys,
happens. It
worry about
happens.
we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about how to do a stop loss. You see that last bullet point? Understand this. And when you're doing presentations, make sure you say everything is broadcasted into your account. So basically, once we set it up, we're just looking. Is that
Right.
what we're doing? We're just
That's
looking and
correct.
what's going on and smiling.
Yeah.
Before
Yep.
smiling. Okay. Man, that's awesome. So that is why Broadcast Pro. And I want you to understand everything when we purchase anything, it's about what is the value that you're getting for your purchase. $99.95 to have an expert to trade to produce 6 to 9% per month, to have incredible savings on travel, to have the opportunity to have the cash back, to have card, to have a wallet with these low fees. The value is so there in the small price point of $99.95. And then as we start to wrap it up, because I'm supposed to be doing another video with someone else right now, I'm gonna tell them it's two more things I want to hit on. So tell us about the LG ecosystem, because there are people who are interested in the nutritional part like me. I love our products. Our health is our greatest wealth. You don't have to take advantage of the body wellness part. I think is a smart thing to do that,
Mhm.
but explain this ecosystem to us.
Exactly. So let's say you're getting ready for a trip. You want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. You have a group of friends going with you, right? You could retail that detox tea to help get people to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, make them feel better about going on their trip. And you get to keep all that cash instantly, right? Because it's just retail profit. So that's what's the cool thing about it is we have an ecosystem where the commission plan, the company, it's all under one umbrella, right? So any product you purchase, whether it's digital or nutritional, you're going to get rewarded through the compensation plan, right? So you can sell nutritional products retail if you decide to. And then when you start building a team, right, you get a lot of people who are excited about the products and they want to build a team, they want residual income. That's where our bonuses come in. We talked about the 2x2 or the 4x4. The 4x4 is an extra $500. That's not just one time, that's month after month if you qualify for it. And I love that we have that bonus because if someone comes in and they want to get funded, but they're
Mhm.
like, hey, I don't have an extra $500 to spend. Well, that's okay, right? Because we have products that prove themselves and we have a way for you to show that they prove themselves so that you can do the work, get rewarded, and then are able to fund your account, right? So that you're working towards your retirement plan. So we say retail to residual, so that
Mhm.
you're making money month after month, to retirement, right? You want to leverage that money that you're making to put into your retirement plan, to put into that Broadcast Pro that's making you 9% so that you can compound that month after month,
Absolutely.
right? So now you've made profit, right? You've made commissions. Well, what do you do with it? Well, we think it's smart to put into the Savvy wallet because we offer the highest percentage of cash back than any other debit card, than any other private bank that also is a multi-currency wallet with cryptocurrencies and fiat currencies. So now, whether you're subscribing to the Bit Pro or you're purchasing nutritional products within LG, you're saving money, which means you're getting a discount on all those products, and that money's coming back to you, right? Money back is money earned, and you're doing it all within your same business ecosystem. So you're benefiting in more ways than just one.
I just thought of something. So I have a Discover card and I get like 1% cash back, maybe 1.5. And I love using it because those points like really add up and I use it and buy stuff on Amazon. But what if I position myself to get 7% instead of 1%?
Right.
7 times. Wow, that's like huge. I can buy more stuff on Amazon.
Exactly. You have more money to spend.
Man, I love it. I love it. Okay, guys, let's wrap it up here, 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 here. You don't have to build a team. You can just make money passively using the LG lifestyle product, but I am a networker at heart. So it just makes sense to me. If you find something that's good, right, and honest, that's worthy, that helps you, why not share it with other people? And so sharing this with other people allows for you to earn more money to fund your account to allow it to grow faster and give you more discretionary income. It just makes sense. And so, one of the keys to our compensation plan is our 2x2 and 4x4 bonus. So, as Jake said, we have what's called green packs. The $99 a month Bit Pro level membership would be considered a green pack. Our buy two, get one free of the O2 drops is a green pack. The buy two, get one free of the tea, the 12 pack of tea is a green pack. So when you look in the back office, you'll see it says GRN. That stands for green pack. So anytime you are green pack qualified, whether it's with the digital Bit Pro or one of our nutritional green packs, and then you have two people that you've sponsored for that month who have a green pack, and those two get two. That's going to give you an extra $100. Now, this is extra on top of the fast starts and top of any two team pay, matching bonuses, customer bonuses. We have like 7 different ways we get paid. This is an extra bonus. And if you're watching this for the month of May, we have a double bonus. This is actually double to $200. And so if you want to step that up some, the 4x4, go for that. You only need 4 people that you have sponsored. They're just in the United States where I am. There's over 300 million people. Do you think you can find 4 people who want to make more money, improve their life, and be a part of something like this? Of course, just 4. That's all you need. So once you have 4, and you help those 4 to have 4, everyone with a green pack. Now, each month that you have that, that's $500. If you are watching this in a double bonus month, that would be $1,000 for you doing that same work. That is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Is there anything you want to say about the 2x2 or 4x4, Jake?
No, just really quickly, most people on average have 200 people in their phone book within their phone, right? Do you think you can get 4 people out of the 200 to join you, right?
Absolutely.
As simple as taking a screenshot or using a screenshot that someone's already been profiting because it's real. Can you do that with 4 people out of 200? And the answer should be yes, because the odds are in your favor.
Absolutely. So your money is in your phone. Like right now, when
Yeah.
people say, I don't have anybody to talk to, you've got at least 2 to 500 people in your contacts. You just sift and sort. And what I always say is your job is to share, right? And their job is to say yes or no. So you make the offering, they make the decision. Don't get emotionally involved in whether they say yes or whether they say no. Just tell the world, because this is something good. Get excited about it, start sharing it. There are the live presentations being done each week. There are the recorded presentations being done by corporate and by other brand partners, and it's truly just a numbers game. Just share it with people and help them to elevate their money, and you make more money. So again, here are the two options that most people choose. Go for the Bit Pro, because it is the green pack that will help you to earn that 200 for this month of May, 200 or the $1,000 bonus, double bonus there. You'll be at that 9% with 2% cash back. And one more thing I want to a training point, Jake. So when a person sponsors someone at the Bit Pro level, they earn $20 in a one-time fast start bonus. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so we call that referral bonus. So when you bring somebody in and they purchase the Bit Pro, you're going to get $20. Is this on new people into the business, or is it also paid out on new memberships for people just joining? I mean, who are already in?
It's new people joining the business.
Okay, so if a person is already in and they get
And
this product,
and since we're actually taking this as it's kind of a new join, so even if someone purchases the Bit Pro, that fast start will be paid out as well.
what?
Yep.
No, I don't think people know that.
Right.
Are
It's
you
big.
serious? Wow, guys. Okay. Normally, when of course, you're in the business, you get a one-time fast start when someone joins off of their first order. But caveat, are you sure about this, or do we need to ask Travis?
I
So
promise.
what Jake is saying is you have a team of people now, if you're already in the business, even though this is just a product, like our O2 drops will be a product, but it's a digital product. He's saying that a person's first purchase of the Bit Pro will pay out a bonus of $20.
Yep.
I got to spread the word on that.
Yep, please do.
If you're hearing this, you got to tell your team. That's big. Okay, $20 bonus kicked out because the Bit Pro is a green pack. It is valued at 60 CV. And when a person purchases their membership every month, then a percentage of that CV, well, actually, no, 60 CV will go into their tree for on those recurring purchases. And that's how you make your two team pay off of the volume. So remember, this is the volume driven business. You want as much volume as you can in your legs each week, and each product that is purchased gives you volume. So sell lots of products and make lots of money, whether it's digital or physical. So then you get a virtual wallet with both of those levels. 2% cash back at BitPro. You are trading the 4 pairs instead of just 2 at the BitPro level, which allows for a 9% monthly return. The minimum to fund your account is $2,000 in USD or 500 in Bitcoin. Remembering these are just the minimums. This isn't what you should do. I always say do as much as you feel comfortable doing. Of course, we have a zero risk of ruin. You saw that, but I tell people never put in more than you are willing to lose. But this isn't one of those programs where you have to risk losing everything. But still, you want to, I tell people you don't want to put in your grocery money. I mean, you need to eat, you need to pay your rent. So we want you to be smart, right? We want you to be smart, but do the best you can. If it were me and I wasn't making any money in my savings account, I'm trying to save for a house or something, then to me, this makes more sense instead of the money just sitting there, literally losing value as the dollar loses value. Here's a way to increase the value of your account each month. And of course, don't forget the I Love Cheap Travel, which millions of dollars was spent in order to get that together. So do not take it for granted. It's probably far greater and better than even your mind is thinking. And I can't wait till we all start sharing those testimonies as well. So, okay, Jake. Well, I think we covered it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, yep, we did. Talk about this last slide right here.
Yep. So we mentioned that you'll get a virtual wallet and a virtual card with your subscription. Now, if you want a plastic card, that means a physical card that you can go in and swipe or tap at your local grocery store, any retailer, that if you want access to that, it's just simply a $50 upgrade, and that gets you 12 months of access to the wallet, where you're able to use your card. You can still do the same things. You can crypto swap. You can earn cash back. That's at 2%. But the only difference here is that it's a physical savvy card that you can go and spend with.
Got it. Okay, awesome. So guys, we thank you so much for tuning into this video. Hopefully it has served as both presentation and training. It has answered some questions and clarified some things for you, because I know a confused mind typically does nothing. And we want you to have clarity with this. You don't have to know everything, but know enough to know that it makes sense to get these types of returns. You don't have to be the one to know how to set up the trades. Just follow the simple instructions to get things set up, set it and forget it, and make money while you are asleep. I love
Absolutely.
it. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Get this out to your teams and to new people so we can build, and live that LG lifestyle. Thanks, everybody.